Hello, good afternoon, everyone. Doing a Bitcoin weekly live, and I'll put the chat on here just in case anybody wants to chat. So I'm doing this from my mobile. I think it's a lot better viewing experience than recording it off my laptop from my smartphone. So while that's getting all set up, I'll go ahead and just put a poll down. Let's see what it actually looks like while I see what it looks like on a computer here. So in front of the computer, so I'll be able to chat with you. I'm just basically more or less using the screen capture on my phone to better show you what I'm doing here. All right, so hold on, let me get set up. I'm setting up on my computer. Hey, what's up, Yellow? Yellow, you're here. That's amazing. It's how come the chat is not showing? Oh, interesting. I'll say hello in front of the computer. So I'm doing this is my chart analysis. Sorry, I'm not playing a game. I'm not playing a game here. No game playing right now. Let's see here. Okay, I will zoom in. I'm going to zoom into the chart. I'm doing a vertical. I'll leave a poll if it will let me do a poll. Oh, some reason there is no poll option on my. Yeah, not playing a game today. Sorry. Mondays are usually my weekly crypto analysis or Bitcoin analysis. And I can't do a poll. That's so weird. Let me try to see if I can do a poll. Oh, it will not let me do a poll. Maybe because it's in portrait. And also the chat will not show up. That's so weird. Okay. Anyways, it's not going to be too long. It is a holiday today. But I usually do a Monday Bitcoin weekly chart analysis. Yellow, you want to know what games I play with? Okay, I myself play Plants vs. Zombies. But before I continue, I gotta do some quick. I gotta fill in some of the description below. I do everything on my smartphone, so I don't set this up, and it's kind of like at any moment I can go live. But usually Mondays I do my Bitcoin chart analysis. And then Friday, Saturday, sometimes Sunday, if Cotton Candy doesn't go to school, there's a holiday, we'll play Roblox together. So that's the only time I really play a game live streaming, if that makes sense. Okay, looks like I got everything done. Cotton Candy's, I think she's upstairs, probably playing Roblox. Here, let me. I can't show you because I'm in portrait mode. I'm not in landscape. But let me see if I can show you the games I do play. Plants versus Zombies here. I got Brawlhalla. You're gonna have to change your camera sideways. Oh, it's doing it. It's doing it in portrait mode. So I do play Plants vs Zombies. I play a little bit. It's on portrait mode, unfortunately. But when I was gonna do the chart analysis, I'll play a quick game. I like it because it's simple, it's easy, and you don't need to be online. Let me see. Let's play a quick, fun game, a night game. Oh, I like this game. I like this game. Level 5 on night. It's like playing whack-a-mole. See, I'm whacking, and I get some sun. I actually like to use this to eat the graves. That's where the zombies come out. And I'm using the stylus to whack with the hammer. If you see that, you see me whacking. So it's really easy to do this. But what I really like is I'll play the whole thing. I won't use that grave eater. And I like to get the points. You see I got 330,000 points. And I get these coins. They're like 30 coins are worth 30. So the gold coins worth 30. The silver coin's only worth 10. Or is a gold coin worth 50? I think the gold coin's worth 50. Did you put a kissy emoji? Oh no! Oh, I messed up. I got distracted. I usually wait for the lawnmower at the end. Oh, okay. It lets me it might let me put another lawnmower. I think I have to pay for it though. Let me see what happens. Would you like to view a lawnmower? Let me see if I say yes. Okay, so I have to watch an ad. That's what happens when I play online. Dragon City Mobile. So I guess you're not in school today, Yellow. Is this another ad? How do I get out of this? I don't want to play. Okay. Can I get out? No, I didn't want to do that. Anyways, so I'll play this. I don't need online. I'd rather not play online because then you get these ads coming on. You have Dragon City? Okay, final wave. I gotta beat all these people up, but I usually let the mower just mow them down, and I just collect the coins. And then at the end, I get a little bit more coins. That's when I eat all the graves. You see it's eating, and then I get a little 10 cents or $10, whatever it is. The coin's worth only 10. The silver is worth only 10. Let me see. I might have one more. I think I'll have one more. And I'm trying to avoid the bag. There we go. And then I get 150. I think they're 50. The gold coins are worth 50, so I got 150 coins. And there you go. That's the game I play. But now back to this. Now back to my crypto. But thanks for stopping by. I don't know if you're interested in crypto, Yellow. You probably aren't. Maybe you're a little young. But I will talk about it. It's a little bit for adults. But maybe in the future, or maybe right now, I mean, there's no reason why you can't buy any cryptocurrency. But basically, I do a chart analysis, and my last week was I was telling people that there's a chance that it might break up, which it hasn't. It hasn't, and this new week has made a new candlestick, and it's going down. It's going down. Matter of fact, let's have a look at the current price of all the crypto in the market right now. Let's refresh this. And yeah, you can see the percentage wise, Bitcoin has gone down 1% today out of the 7 days. Everything's going down. Ethereum has been following the price of Bitcoin. If Bitcoin goes up, Ethereum goes up. If Bitcoin goes down, Ethereum goes down. But it's been holding steady for a while, but unfortunately, it's not off to a good start. So my initial prediction that the price would break up at around let me see, what did I say? I said 20. Let me zoom out just a little bit. I said right around here, this price area, right around 23,000. Okay, let's see here. Yeah, right about here. I said it would maybe 23,000. I'm gonna have to pull back on that prediction now. I'm gonna have to pull back on that prediction. I just don't think it's gonna happen. Next week is the time frame. Will be October 16th. We're 1 week away, and I just don't see it happening now. The price is just not moving fast enough. The price is just not moving fast enough. And so there's a lot of pressure. There's still a lot of selling pressure, apparently. I think, if anything, there was a lot of hesitation with people who are going short versus people who are going long. So a lot of shorts were a little hesitant to take a short position, and I think they still are. But there's just not enough people taking any long positions either. So the price has just been really slow, really slow. I would have hoped that the price would move up to 23,000, and it looked like it was. But if you just look at the last 2 weeks, and I'm going to zoom in really close here. So if you look at the last 2 weeks, we'll look at this, and you see some information there. The high was 20,000, the low was 18. But if you look at that candlestick where I have my crosshairs, and you see the data up on top, when you have a candlestick with a long wick on the top, that's usually a good indication. But the fact that it's staying below a moving average, this white line that you see going across, there's a white line, and then let's just get it right here. So there's that white line, which is a 10-period moving average. Then there's a yellow line with a 30-period moving average. Yellow, you want to be okay? You want to be a moderator? I think you're a kid, but you know what? Why not? If a kid is only watching my live streams and you ask to be a moderator, you're a moderator now. Go ahead, type something. You'll have a wrench. I think you'll have a wrench. Yeah, you're a moderator now. Okay. So basically, so we have a kid moderating the live stream, people. I don't know if you're a kid, but I'm assuming you are because you're asking about cotton candy. Yellow, there you go. You're a moderator now. So you get to moderate the live chat. So basically, the fact that the price action has been mostly below this the white line and also the yellow line, it just tells me there's just not enough buying pressure. Oh, you're 15? Well, I have a 15-year-old viewer moderating my live stream. So I guess the future is here. I'm dependent on the younger generation to help me do things now. So because the price action has been mostly below the 10-period moving average, and these are weighted or estimated moving average, as well as the 30-period moving average, that tells me there's just not a lot of momentum here to drive that price and to break the longer trend line and the shorter trend line. If you look at this candlestick here, this candlestick, and that candlestick right here, this candlestick, these two candlesticks, if you draw a line, and I'm going to try to draw a line. I tried to do this earlier, but it just doesn't work out that great. I'm going to try to draw a line. Let's see here. Draw a line. Okay, I'm going to draw a line. Okay. Let's see if it's going to let me draw a line. One from here, and that's a Fibonacci line. I don't want a fib line. Let's delete that. Okay. It's not letting me. Okay, why isn't it letting me? Crosshair. All right, let me see if I can draw a line here. No, it won't let me. Snap. Okay. All right, let's see if it works now. I think I got it. Ah, no, see? It's too small. Rule number 1, no bullying other viewers. Rule number 2, do not be toxic to one another. Wow. You make a pretty good moderator. You're very responsible. Ah, see, I can't do it. I tried to draw the lines earlier, it just can't be done. I'm doing this on my phone, so it's really hard. Okay, there's one. Okay, there we go. So there's also this trending line here. And this trending line is also another resistance along with the larger trending line. And if I zoom out, there is a larger trending line, which I don't think I can make a line for it. But let's see if I can get to a crosshair now. Crosshairs. All right. Okay, so there's another trending line at the top where it says 6,000 or 69,000. And I don't know if I can do that. Let me see if I can do that. Can I do that? That'd be interesting if I can draw two trend lines. Okay, I'm going to draw another trend line. It's going to look ugly. It's going to look really ugly, just to let you know, but that trend line and that trend line. Okay, I did it. I did it. There we go. We can So you got two trend lines that are just converging at that point right there, and it just doesn't look good. And it needed to break. It should have break those two lines, and I was hoping that it would be, but it's just not going to happen. All right, thanks, Jello. I'll see you later. Bye. So yeah, the trend lines are not going to work. It's just not going to work. There's trend lines, the two trend lines. It's below the moving average. I'm going to have to pull back and say that we're just going to expect more downward pressure, more decline. And but I do think that's a good thing because that will ultimately be the fifth leg of this wave, this downtrending wave that we're going through. And after that, it'll probably go sideways. It'll whipsaw. It'll go down. It'll go up. It'll go down. A lot of people are going to get knocked out of their limit orders, their limit losses, their stop losses, all that good stuff. You'll just get knocked out. And the only play that I see here right now is, let's see here. I gotta delete all this. The only play that I see right now is a range play. That's not what I wanted. I gotta refresh it now. All right, let's delete that. Okay, there's one. So there's a range here. No, it won't let me. It won't let me, so let me try something else. Let me just use a crosshair. There, so there's a range here. There's a range here at this top right here. Oh. To that candlestick, and there's a range right here at this candlestick. So you're looking at 1700, almost 1800 to 2500. It's even smaller if you consider this one right here. It's at 2300 to about 1800. What you can do is you can, I guess, do a breakout strategy, and as these things, as this particular period right here, and now this is almost a, let me see, what month is this? This is 0612, and it's 10. So this is 4 months from this candlestick here, this big red candlestick here, to the current date. You're looking at 4 months. So a breakout strategy would be anything that goes beyond, let's see, what would be the good price here? What's the high? 22? Around 22,000. So 22,000. Anything that goes above 22,000, you would put a buy order. It's basically your momentum trading. It's being squeezed. The only drawback with momentum trading is basically, or breakout trading, whatever you want to call it, whether it breaks up or breaks down. It depends how you could play both ways. You can try to go long, you can try to short at this point, because my prediction is not coming. I don't think it's gonna be coming. So if you're going to be trading, you could do a breakout, break up or break down. So the breakout point would be anything above 22. What is the high on this candlestick? 22,700. Anything above 22,700 you would want to buy, and anything below this candlestick right here, what is the low on this one? 18,157. So anything low on this candlestick, if it breaks below that, you would put a sell order. So at this point, I guess you could play the range, because what's happening is it's the range is getting tighter and tighter, and that tells me something's going to happen soon. Either it's going to break down or it's going to break up. So the market hasn't decided yet. We have a week until the next candlesticks, which I predicted something's going to happen. But my feelings is that if it hasn't happened now, if the price hasn't broken up by now, it probably will not. Just because there are a lot of factors. You have two trending lines pushing the price down. The price action is below the 10-period moving average, below the 30-period moving average. And so I just think there's a lot of selling pressure, or there's not enough buying pressure, put it that way. There's also not a lot of selling pressure at this moment, but something's got to give. It's, going into this triangle, and it's being squeezed. That's why you're not seeing a lot of price action. People are playing that triangle. The two triangles that I was showing you, or I'm trying to show you here. I guess I'll show you. Let me see here if I can do that. Yeah, that triangle. And let's see if I can make another triangle right there. Okay, that's it. That's all I want to do. Put in the crosshairs. Oh, it didn't do anything. Anyways, I took it out. Anyways, I'll just make a line right here. So yeah, you're getting squeezed into some kind of triangle. Let me see if I can just make that squeeze a little bit tighter. And basically there's one more week left. So this is the squeeze. Right there. And basically with one more week left, if it hasn't happened now, it probably won't happen. I was hoping that it would break up, but I don't think it's going to break up. Just a lot of factors tell me that it's just not enough buyers at this point. And again, it's also due to the fact that there's a lot less market participants. And because of that, you're not seeing the price crash either. But I think there's a lot of technicals here. There's something's going to happen. And let me show you what I'm talking about, because I do think the price is going to start crashing. Now, what's going to be funny is now that I make this prediction, the price is probably going to break up. That's just how the market works sometimes. But I'll give you the reasons why I think the price will crash, or there's more selling pressure. Let me delete all the lines here, because I'm going to zoom out quite a bit. And if you look at the price, if you look at this price, this is kind of where we've been. And if I look here, where I have my crosshairs, and if I can zoom into that point right here, we're right about here. I'm going back in time. Okay, I'm going back in time. I'm going back to 2020, when you had the bull market run. So we're right about here. This is kind of where it really took off, as you see, with the bull market. So that's kind of where I'm comparing everything. So that's kind of where we are. We're right here where my crosshair is. And that's kind of where it's holding. I do think there's still pressure to sell, and because there's pressure to sell, I think this area right here, this high, let's see if I could zoom in on that high. What was that high? 13,200? Looks like it says 13,200. Yeah. 13,888. So if you zoom out far enough, you might be able to see the rest of the price action. Let me refresh here. Yeah, so here right about this price range here, 14, 13, somewhere around there. That's probably the next area where it's going to hold. Hate to burst your bubble. I was hoping the price would break. The price is not breaking. Price is not breaking. The price is going to go up after it reaches this point of 1300. You still got another year before the halving, before the beginning or the price action starts moving to the next bull market around November. I would say November-ish, November of next year. So we still got another year. So it looks like some people have mentioned that 1300 would be the next area, which would be right around here, and it might be. Is it a good time to buy it? I don't know. If you average cost it, then yeah, eventually it will go up. When the price does go back up, you will be even, right? So as the price dips, you're at a loss. As the price goes back up, you'll be even. And then as your average cost buying, as it was going down, now you're even. As it keeps going up, now you're in the profit. You're in the win. And you're going to probably be in the win big time. So if I did some calculations, okay, because if you look at the low from the previous, okay, look at the low, okay, it's right there. It says let's have a look at the low. It's so low you don't even see it, okay. So this was the previous high, about 20,000 back in the last halving. Let me try to. All right, so the previous bull market hit 20,000. Okay, you see it right there. Hit 20,000. It's 19,666, and then the low was $3,122.30. All right, 3,000. Okay, so if you bought at the low, let's just say the low was $3,122.30, and then you look at the next bull market, which ended up being $69,000. All right, $69,000. Let's just take a calculator. Let me see. 69,000 times or divided by, what was it? 22.30. That is a 22 times increase. All right, 22 times increase from what, 33,100 to 69,000. If I go back to this, okay, if I go back to this from the low of 31.22.30, 3,122 and 30 cents, all the way to the high of $69,000. Let's see here. If we go back far enough to the previous, let's say it stops at, where does it stop at? Okay, 13,880. All right, 13,880. Take this number times 13,880. All right, wow, look at that number. You're looking at $300,000. So if the price drops to a low of 1,300, around 1,300, and you happen to buy in at that time, based on the previous bull market, which was 3,000 to 69,000, that's 22 times. So you take this dollar amount, if this is the low, let's just say this is the low of 13,000, somewhere 13,880, and we expect the next bull market, the next halving, to do a similar effect, you're looking at $300,000 for all-time high expected. Will it reach it? Maybe, maybe not, but it's a pretty big number. Like, let's say it didn't do $360 or $300,000. Okay, let's say that it didn't reach it. Instead, it did 250 or 200. That's still a lot. If you just bought one and you sold at the top, supposedly you're not supposed to sell. Remember, you're supposed to hodl. That is a lot. That's a lot. If you just invested 13,000 and you get 300,000 out of it, even if you didn't get 300, let's say 200,000 out of it, all right? That's still a lot for maybe a year and a half of hodling. If you hodled, if you've been hodling for a very long time, this is, this is a big win. But that kind of gives you an indication of the crypto market. I think this is the indication of a crypto market, if you ask me. If you ask me. So, yeah, this is a huge. This could be huge. I'm just letting you know the potential. I'm not saying that it is going to do that, but it did this in the past. Does that necessarily mean it, because it did it in the past, that it will do it in the future? No, but it's pretty much happened since I've been around. If you just keep going back and back to, okay, this is as far as I can go. Like, it was a couple dollars and it went to 1,000. Wow. I think I remember this. What year was this? 2013? 2013. Oh yeah, I do remember that. I do remember this. This was back. Wow. Yeah, I remember this. And then it went, let me see, from let's say 13 to $1,000. Okay. From there, it went from a low of 150 to $20,000. All right, but I'm just going back as far as this chart will let me see. Okay, and then from that low, from that high to the next low, which was $3,000 to 69. So we'll make some assumptions. How about half that number? Let's just say half that number. We'll just change this here to 11. How about that? We'll change it to 11. All right, we'll just change it to a factor of 11. We'll do half of that. It would still come out to $150,000 for the next high. So you're looking at a possible range of 150,000 to 300,000 for the next bull market to reach its high. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Anyways, I'm just extrapolating from the past into what could potentially happen just based on what's happened. Now, does that mean it will happen? No, but so far it kind of has happened. It's kind of followed that path, and there's a really good chance that it will, as far as I know. As far as I can tell, anyway. I don't know these things. So that is the market that we're in right now. Currently, I do think there is selling pressure. I don't think it's going to break out of this trend line, just because there's a long-term trend line and a short-term trend line. The price action is below the 10-period moving average, and definitely way below the 30-period moving average. I think long term, it still has some downturn to go, in my opinion. That's just my opinion. It doesn't mean it's going to go down. It just means I think there's a chance that there's a downturn coming. There's just a lot of pressure to sell, and that's fine. If you're patient enough, if you know how to play the game, and you know when to get back into the market, you'll do great. It's just, are you patient enough? Can you wait? It's a waiting game. Everyone's playing the waiting game right now. No one really wants to buy in yet, but nobody really wants to sell. And I think that's why you're seeing the price not move a lot. I am on a weekly chart. That's probably why it doesn't look like much movement. But I think the weekly chart's the best way. If there was a monthly, I would even go to the monthly. But from what I can tell, I don't think it's going to break up like I thought it would. So that's why I'm changing my position to like a negative sentiment, that there's just a lot of selling pressure. And, I bet you as soon as I finish with this live stream, the next week it's going to pop. It usually does. It usually does something like that. But even if it does pop, my previous prediction, or my prediction, was that it was going to pop and then it was going to come back down, and you would have your fifth leg of this very massive downturn, the bear market here. And then after that fifth leg, you would see very volatile price movements, a lot of whiplashing, a lot of moving up and down. Basically, it would knock the market participants, the people who are trading, it would knock them out. It would knock them out left and right. You would get your limits hit, and that's how you get rid of the remaining market participants. And eventually, what ends up happening is, when nobody's paying attention, nobody's looking, somebody out there is quietly, slowly but surely stacking their coins, because they know it's coming. And by the time everybody else figures out, we're already in the bull market. The price will already start moving, and the people who know how to play the game, they're already in it. The people who are the new idiots that come along, or the useful idiots, or the greater fools that come in, they'll probably end up buying like in the middle or at the top. That's just how it goes. You can tell. One indicator that I look out for is how many, like on my YouTube feed, how many Bitcoin channels are going to be in my YouTube feed. How many people are going to start talking about cryptocurrency or NFT or whatever the next thing is, probably like another DAO. How many people are hyping like a DAO, a project, a crypto project, how many people are talking it up or hyping it up, that's when you know you're in full blown bull market. All right, you probably should look to selling when you get to that point where Ethereum is going to save the whales, or Ethereum is going to you know save the earth because it's going to reduce its carbon footprint. When you start hearing that nonsense, that's when you know you're in a full-blown bull market, and you should probably look at exiting somewhere, yeah, at a profit, and then just wait for the market to crash to scoop up more coins. That's how the game is played, everyone. We got to get the greater fools into the game. We got to get the greater idiots, or the new idiots, into the game. That's how it works. Anyways, let's see how long I've been streaming here. Okay, at 45 minutes. I think that's long enough. So thanks for everybody. Thanks, Yellow, for showing up. You're a moderator now. I'm just doing this real quick because it's real easy for me to do this off my screen. I know it's not ideal, it's vertical, but I think that gives you the best option, or the best view, because I tried it horizontal. I did a test. I tried it horizontal. Oh God, it's worse. I'll put it horizontal. It'll come out vertical, but I'll show you what I'm talking about. There, it's going to autocorrect. But yeah, it looks like this. It's really, really small. It's really hard to see. So, and there's not much I can do with my stylus. So I just decided to just do it vertically. So at least you can see the candles a lot better. And then the price, you don't see the price. I have it here. I'll try to show it if it shows. There. Yeah, you can see the price here, the price action, but right now not much going on, so don't want to really show it. Let me refresh it. It goes away. Yeah. So at least you see the candlestick and you'll see what I'm talking about. I think right now we're in a consolidated range that's trending, I would say, down. The small little area right here. You can see, right, the small price action, which is actually 4 months, you're in a consolidated triangle trending downwards. We have about another week before I think something's going to happen. Okay, that's the time frame I put it. Does that mean something's going to happen? Probably not, And keep in mind, any prediction I make, it's either going to go up, down, or sideways. You have a 33% chance of being right, 66% chance of being wrong. So just take this as entertainment, and maybe some information on maybe how the market works, or consensus of a trader, someone who trades in the market. What are they thinking when they look at the charts? What is the sentiment? And the sentiment in general, I think, is that prices are going to go down because they're definitely not buying. They're not buying. If they're not buying, that means the price can't go up. But what you can do is you can short the market even without having any coins, because if you're on the exchanges, if you have money on the exchange, right, if you have whatever fiat currency, that digit with the currency symbol next to it, that means you can short even though you don't have any coins to sell. They'll just take your money. So there are still people who are probably going to short or short. The market will sell off probably. I'm thinking about 13,000, around that price range, will be the next support level. If it hits, it'll probably hit even lower than that, just because there'd be panic selling at that point. A lot of stop losses would be hit, driving the price down even further. But if you took that price and you times it by 11, if we took the lowest price after the most recent bull market, and we take the lowest low price, if you times that, let's say, by 11, so 11 or 22, take your pick, 11 being on the low side, that might be the next high. So The next high could be $150,000 to $300,000. That's the potential to be the next high. Anyways, I guess I'll wait till next week to see what happens. I was still hoping that it would break up. I think there's still a chance. At this point, you're gonna have to play. You're gonna have to play a range trade. It's almost like a range trade. Instead of playing within the range, you're gonna play outside of the range. So the range would be what's the range? Anything at 22,000 going up would be a buy signal, and anything below 17,500, anything below 17,500, or maybe even 18,000. Anything that goes below would be a sell. So, but probably most of you don't even have any more Bitcoins because you already sold it. So you would have to take a short position, which means you're risking your fiat currency would be at risk. And so right now, I think that's probably the thing to do. Although you'll probably get they're probably still going to get a lot of whiplash. So you'll probably have to set your limit losses and your limit orders or stop losses high if you're willing to have that risk tolerance, because there's probably going to be a lot of whiplash at that point, a lot of price movement, because you're hitting up against a triangle being squeezed, and it's either going to pop up or pop down, probably both, until it finally settles on a direction, which I think overall long term is down, going down. Anyways, I'm going to conclude this episode. Thanks for everybody for watching. Please like, share, comment, consider joining membership. And I cannot leave a poll for some reason. I wanted to see what the poll question would be, do you think the prices next week is going to go up or down? So for some reason, I don't have that option on this one. Anyways, I'll see you all next week on the next weekly Bitcoin chart. Until next time, everyone, talk to you all later.